Navarro says deportation of workers are influencing jobs data.
Welcome aboard, everyone.
The US dollar loses ground against the Swiss franc after data, last down 0.12%.
What exactly is AlgoBox, and why do our traders absolutely love it? Michael Oathrew.
Enigma long on the YM2.
Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. Good morning, everybody. Let's get to it. It is Tuesday, 8:43 a.m.
For those interested.
All right, getting down here into the entry chart area. Good morning. Make sure you guys have your cheat sheets ready. If you are new with us, maybe roll back to yesterday's Mentorship Monday. You definitely want to check that one out. We went through a lot of kind of beginner orientation type of stuff, talking about our two-stage filter system, the two primary components of every entry here for us: power structure, harmonics, Fibelidots, regression channels, the usual routines, plus RTUFA events for every entry. Let's get the chat here on screen. If you have questions, go ahead and pop them there in the chat. Try to get them answered. We are set up here almost an hour before the US Open. Good morning, Tom K. I've got full auto turned on across 6 instruments, like we talked about yesterday. The Nerd +2 in ERD, NASDAQ ES RTY, and the Dow +2, crude oil and gold to round out what I'm running across for full auto on Enigma. So I am using the Enigma strategy. On the Platinum system here, I've got the Enigma or Super AO that I can do here on the panel.
Fib.NQ
and those are currently running on Enigma across the boards here. Let's see, get the chat here on screen. And that should do it. Good morning, Tom K. Good morning, Pablo. Good morning, Jacob. Niall, welcome aboard. Alpha. Vinny, do we count an Enigma that worked on a 2-try as a loser? Kind of up to you. That's a tricky one. When you're trying to count cadence, I would probably go ahead and count it as a loser if you are counting cadence.
At 8:55 a.m. Eastern Time.
And but that's also because I am
6.7%.
well, it kind of depends on how far it broke the back. Does that make sense? Like, I would need to see it. But if it broke way behind the Enigma, for instance, so let's say you have a green Enigma and price came down to it, boom, we got Enigma, should be long, and price kind of went broke it and then came back through like this. I mean, that's a winner to me. But if we hit the Enigma, we are looking for that long, and we, pretty strongly came through, and then you're saying 2-try, and so the 2-try rule line is, say, up here, and price is, worked down here and then come back through like this. So therein lies your question mark. For me, as soon as it breaks this,
double delta NQ on the
I already count this one as an L cadence.
Down NQ on the 9. Enigma long on the RTY1. NQ on the 5.
So, I would just say, if it breaks the back of that, and you could say, well, by a tick or so, that's one thing. I mean, I think you're going to have to use your best judgment on that, but you know what I'm saying? You'll know. If it broke it solidly or it broke it partially, how you count in on your cadence, and then that's your experience point too. Like, over time, you'll gain more experience. You will gain more XP. What I try to roll out the carpet for you is rules like, let's say you don't have XP in the market. You don't have literally 5-10 years in the markets. What kind of rules can you set for yourself for what your expectations should be? Things that I use as someone with a lot of experience in the markets. What have I found? My mentorship is based on my experience and using the tools. So I'm going to tell you those rules so that you can apply them in the way that I apply them. So, I would need to see your screenshot, right? If you want me to judge, because you you might hear me say, oh, well, it's this. Well, he said it was this. And then you have some crazy screenshot where it's like, well, see this, if you're trying to play tricky games, just be careful with that. Right. I think, if one should count or not, if it broke it by a couple ticks, maybe you do, maybe you don't. It depends on how jumpy you are on wanting to take the trades. There are some people who are way more risk averse. I'm let me toe in the water it, let me feel it out type of guy. Like, I will go ahead and take a loss on a quick play. If you cannot take any loss, then you need to be more cautious. So how you count the cadence count would be more towards less trades versus more. I'm a give me more trades kind of guy. I'm like, give me more trade opportunities. Let me get in and out and be done. So that's kind of how I approach that. So I would favor whichever one gave me more trade opportunities. So I would probably go ahead and count the cadence as a loser so that I could get to my next trade. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. And again, it doesn't guarantee the third one ever either. So remember that in this game here, this is like playing horseshoes and hand grenades. When you're playing horseshoes with your friends and I don't know, I'm from Texas, so horseshoes is, you're tossing and you're trying to get closest to the pin wins. You don't have to ringer it every single time. And you'll remember our phrase, hopefully around here, that I say, you don't have to be perfect to be profitable. Thank goodness. Right. Hopefully that is helpful to you. And it wasn't trying to beat around the bush on that question, but it can vary. I would need to see the screenshot. So post a screenshot, picture's worth 1,000 words. Be like, would you count this one? You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to do that. But my general rule of thumb, so I'm giving you my general rules of thumb. I would favor whichever one gave me more trades first. So go ahead and count it as a loser, even if it came back through and became a winner on 2-try rule. And I would not reset the count because it's like, oh, well, it broke one and now I reset the count because it was a winner. I would probably not do that. But then again, that's just me trying to get to the next trade. I would rather just go ahead and take the first Enigma as a loser if it didn't work. Maybe the Bears are coming out of hibernation today. You think so? Let's see. How about we guess at the open, since we are literally hitting the open line right now. Don't want to be taking any plays around here, around this dashed line. That's the nope line. Respell open. Put the N at the beginning. And you got nope. So we're at the nope line here. Let's see, do you think that we will open today in 30 minutes higher or lower than this dashed line at 8:30?
In the US Red Book.
Do we launch and get into bull territory today, or
6.7%.
do you think bear? How about we do it with some emojis? Find either the bull or bear emoji icon and put it in the chat there, and let's see, see how many bulls, how many bears we got going on here, just as a guess. Read the markets here, feel the charts. We got a 45-degree angle to the upside on the 89 highest time frame here. It's still about 38 minutes till the US Open. What do you think, bull or bear? Surinkai, howdy, great to see you. Thanks for the question there, Andrew. Emini Badger, good morning. Good morning, Kazi. John in the house. Good morning, Mr. Landberg. Great to see you. Good morning, Fino. Good to see you again. Kashi. Good morning, Greg. Hey, Jimmy. Good morning, Dot. Thanks for that. Appreciate it.
Double delta
3 ticks in Q4s, then hit the target. See that one, if I'm just listening to that, it sounds like a winner. But I would be tempted to go ahead and count it as a loser because I want to count that cadence and be like, oh yeah, well, you know, that one technically broke, so I'll count 1, right? And I'm like looking for 2. And because it kind of depends on the time of day type of scenario, but early in the morning is the first trade that I'm about to get into, you know, I'm like 2 or 3 in. So always take that into account, where I'm like, I kind of want to know where I'm at in the count. So let's talk about that. If you are new with us, we talk about this all the time in here. So here's my plan here this morning. I got 5 trades to work with here, and this is kind of my little 5 trade tracker sheet here. You can get this on our website there. You can also print one. I've got a printed version here on the left-hand side of my desk here, and you can get some of those printouts or ones that you can actually order in the mail there in the tips and tricks section on the left-hand side of Discord. And something tactile in front of you where you can use it as a vision boarding tool to sort of track your game here in the morning. This is standard operating procedure, SOP. Not necessarily a hard set rule, but my standard operating procedure every morning, I want to kind of reset and go, how many trades am I looking to execute on? Oh, we've got some news coming out here in a few seconds. Let's see. I don't see it scheduled.
6.5%. 6.5%.
Okay, we'll see. I'm not sure what that news event is. I do not see that on the Forex Factory news. If anybody has a link to that, or let us know what that would be, or maybe he'll recall it there again. But out of those 5, the reason I divided this into 2 sections here, I would love just right off the bat here this morning to get winner chicken dinner right off the bat. Sure, first 2 trades, winner chicken dinner. With 2 winners, I need enough to put a chicken dinner on the table. That is the idea. I need to be sized appropriately. Everybody's got different needs, but with those 2 trades, if I win those right off the bat, it needs to be enough to handle my personal necessities. If that is, if you're trading for a living. Now, if this is, you know, something that you're still doing as a side thing, remember everything that I'm talking about here is if you're planning on doing this for a living. Okay. So after my winner chicken dinner, now I'm going to start looking at my bonus. I might go, okay, I'm up maybe $350 on the day for my first two trades. Okay, $350. All right, that's good. Can I live on that? Can I put food on the table with that? If the answer is yes, then awesome. And now maybe I want to go, okay, you know what? Let me see if I can push it one more time here, get that bonus trade here. And I just want to really be cautious on that third trade. This is how I mentally prep for 2 trades. Now, those can be spread out across those. Yes, the ideal would be first 2 winners, third one a winner, and maybe I'm up $500 on the day. Right. And so I've got my winner chicken dinner's covered, then maybe some bonus. Awesome. Okay, that's the ideal. But sometimes it might come in like, instead of winner right off the bat, maybe the second one was a loser, maybe the third one was a loser, and now we come in here and the third one. If I have done my job well, I plan for a scenario like this. I want to increase my trade size from trades 1 through 5. So you'll hear me say that as well. So you notice that these electronic coins here that I have, you'll see the first one says TIW. This one, TIW, toe in the water. This one, quarter position. This one, half position. This one, full. This one, full plus. That's what that means. So it also visually, mentally reminds me that I want to have any single trade make up for the prior 2. In this case, if I had lost right here, that this trade right here should and or could either wipe out that loss or wipe out that loss plus some. And then I can go right back to same plan. Think about my bonus after those 2 trades. So this is my game sheet here. It can be as simple as winner chicken dinner bonus, or it can be more complex, but it's also simplifying my mental job of what I need to do. Helps you to not overtrade, Helps you to have a plan as you're coming into the morning. Takes some anxiety off of you of like, oh, how many is it going to be today? What's it going to look? Doesn't matter. You as a professional who's going to do this day in, day out, you kind of need to make some things for yourself a little bit boring, a little bit routine. So let's get that routine in for yourself. That's one of the ways that I do that, where I'm just thinking about 5 trades and winner, chicken dinner. And I'd love to get those first 2 trades there as winners and be done.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Bulls and Bears, I'm going with what AlgoBox puts on the screen. Amen, brother. That's also my plan there. So we briefly put the cheat sheet up there at the beginning intro area there. But as you're going through our training program, you'll learn all of these. And then you'll want to come back and choose 4 or 5 of them that you want to master to start. We are using multi-time frame. Generally speaking, I'm looking at 5 time frames. And our system is laid out when you do your first installation. It's laid out like this.
Upper bands touch NQ on the
Your 5 chart layout. And if you need to go to a light workspace, if you're on a laptop or maybe lower end machine, and then you might want to roll out the 3 chart layout there, along with, everyone should have this. Everyone should have the nerd. Okay, this is our directional filter. One of the 2 components that we use to choose the direction for our larger plays.
ECB bond holdings
Target 2 and runner
euros as of
type of scenarios want to be in the direction of
43.9 billion euros.
He's calling out some news here.
Purchases. The
Divergence
ECB
down
settled
NQ on the 9, on the
1.841
34.
trillion public sector bond purchases.
Okay, we're getting a little activity here after some news chatter there on the wires.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
So where we're currently sitting, this was the big bull area from yesterday. He's sitting right in there across this leg right here. So they breached him a little bit back here. He wants to go here, so we'll be watching that one here today. As this is a defense leg strategy. If you've not been through the defense leg section of the training materials, you'll want to go through that, watch some of the videos on that. We go over this quite a lot here in the live stream. It is a more complex concept around that. You do not have to be a master at that. You can just, again, pick your direction based on 2-step filtering. Very simple. You can just keep it simple. All that matters is maybe like right now. I don't have to get the big picture play here. If I have my direction filter of the nerd, NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow, these guys combined, plus my MACV, which comes from a chart over here just on the right. So I've got my information from the left and my information from the right. When those are in sync, if they're both green, then I'm looking for a long. Simple. That simple. With AlgoBox. 2 steps. Nerd plus the MACV arrow. And you'll learn what those are in that 8-day bootcamp. Currently free on the website. So if you go to the training section at the top of the website, it is there for free, but it won't be forever. When we finish out the client portal, that will go behind the paywall. So go grab it while it's free. But take it seriously. A lot of times people think, oh, it's free, so it must not have any value. No, I'm just that crazy where I have just gone, like, I'm not here trying to maximize every single dime that, people coming in, like, oh, pay for every single item that comes in through here. I genuinely want to make great traders. I want you to be an awesome trader. Very important to me. So go learn it, earn it, but take it seriously like you did pay for it. Like, just because it's free, don't be like, well, now I can watch my Netflix while I'm doing it. Like, if you paid thousands of dollars for something, all of a sudden you're like, okay, gotta really pay attention here. But do that same thing. You got it for free. Be grateful that you got it for free and put the necessary time into it. And in my opinion, it's not that much time. It's 8 videos. We go through every component inside of the documentation. We start with the fundamentals and put them all together. And you don't have to go through it by yourself. We're going to walk you through the entire thing. So starting up here on the left hand side, of course, we go through the getting started stuff, getting installed, set up, and yada yada. And then we'll go into the fundamentals. What's the 120-day program, chart layouts, bar types, every single one. We identify every single component on your charts individually. And then we start walking into the strategies. And strategies are where we take those fundamental components, start putting them together and popping them together like a harmonic plus a Fibella dot. The Fibella dot plus an RTFA event on a cross, headshot, double dots, J hooks. The strategies that you see me take here on the live streams, every single item is gone through and covered in just 8 videos. Because again, I know sometimes it's like, well, how long is it going to take me to learn everything there on the chart? I'll remind you that your car vehicle has more buttons on the dashboard than the buttons and the things that you need to learn here with AlgoBox. If you can drive a car, you can learn to drive AlgoBox. It's literally not that difficult. It will probably take you less time to learn the AlgoBox strategy entries and filterings than it did to drive a car when you, what was it? It's not defensive driving. What's it called when you're not doing defensive driving? You're actually going to driving school. Driver's ed. Yeah, driver's education. In Texas, we call it driver's ed. Kids got to take driver's ed. Rise and shine. Good morning, Mermaid. How are you? Almost to my second 40 days. Watch the videos, take notes. That's right, Jacob. You watched the boot camp twice now. Good. Again, it really is something that you might not catch everything the first time. And that's with everything. I'm not trying to be like, oh yeah, watch my stuff multiple times. Dude, I would love it if you could just absorb it all in one take. I would love that. It's not realistic, I don't think. But if you've been around the markets a long time, I won't say it's been a long time, even for any amount of time. If you already know stuff like, okay, yeah, you've already learned the lessons around why are we cautious of what happens around news events and FOMC days and the generals of the trend is your friend and all the nuances. Adopting our system into your repertoire is just like increased power boost because you're it's just going to give you more precise entry components, and you can take what you already know and maximize that with a system like ours. Still watching stuff 5 years later, and that's the continuing education around stuff that we do here. I think it's vitally important to attend as many live streams as you can. You're going to recatch things. You're going to see certain market conditions and scenarios. Hearing when I can anticipate when things might get tricky around certain events might be helpful, where I'm continuing to layer into you that it's more difficult to know when not to trade than it is to know when to trade. It's easy to see the double dot right there. Okay, that's a double dot. Yeah, no problem. If you're a double dot player, you're like, you're salivating at the mouth right now to take that short. But why am I not? Okay, well, one of them is there's this little barrier zone around the nope line, okay, that a difficult area to play. Great play setups get ruined right here. Far too often, too many hands play in this zone. It's why it's important for us to have it there. It's not just a note to be like, oh, where is it? No, that's important to know. Well, what do I do at that spot? I am an action guy. And I'm not just knowledge is dime a dozen. The difference between knowledge and wisdom, knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Okay, yay, congratulations. Knowledge is, that's a neat fact. Wisdom is then taking that knowledge and going, so it's a fruit. How about we don't put it in a fruit salad? Because there's something different about it, right? It doesn't taste like the rest of the fruits that you're going to put in your fruit salad. You're going to ruin your fruit salad if you put tomatoes in it. You know what I'm saying? Putting knowledge to action. Just because I know a thing is there, Well, what am I going to do with that piece of information? So in my case, it's a filter. How about I generally don't want to play this area, especially the first time we've reached it. Too many hands start to wake up there, and it can, ruin great plays. So why I need to choose where I'm going to put my risk capital at, because every time you could take a trade, you're throwing risk on the table. That's what you're getting paid for. You're a risk taker. Literally, your job is to risk. And what are you risking? Funny enough, people, we go back and forth and love-hate relationships with money. Some people think that, money is evil or money is bad. The love of money is bad. The money itself, though, represents your life. This gets, really deep. This is a philosophy of mine, that money is a value measure of the value that you have provided for someone else. You work for a boss, it's the value you provided for the boss, or a company. The value you provided to the company, the money that you have, is value you have provided and then received in compensation for your time. So it is it is something that is important to you. Now you're risking that valuable time that you have spent, and you could lose it. You're giving it to the market, somebody else who played the game better, quite frankly. That's why I approach the markets like a video game. There's a lot of players on the tape, and they're trying to beat you. The other guy on the other side of the tape is trying to beat you. While you're pressing the buy button, somebody's entering in on a sell. Somebody's selling you that contract, etc. Good morning, Trading Code. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, it's a little too slow. Now, when it's slow favors the bulls. Fast favors the bears. Another reason why on a little slow grind up like that, it may be tempting to be like, oh, it's run out of steam. It's not going. It's actually worse. If you're grinding into a direction, if it's slow, it's gonna go. If it runs up fast, it's probably not gonna last. So keep those things in mind as well. Nothing is 100%, but there are rules of thumb that you need to apply. I don't say you need to. I mean, you can just take the play and stop out back behind it. Okay, well, take the loss. No problem. If you want a filtering system, hang around, pay attention to some of the isms, the trade isms. Let's see. Everything's happy here with the smaller guys, unlike the elites. Once they got rich, they tend to attract to the upper class. Not look back, which is sad. You're truly blessed. Love to hear that, Mr. Monta.
Enigma long on the GC.
Thank you for that kind word. Love the live trading. Awesome. Douglas, great to have you in the crew, my friend. Good morning, Lawrence. Ninja Scalp in the house. Good morning. Good morning, Trader Joe. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. Shrink Man. Great to see you. Top Gun. Oh, was that Red Book, Tom K, at 8:55?
Double.
I wonder why it doesn't show up on the news list there. That's all right. We got Financial Juice. They covered us there. Good morning, Captain Rex. Dork in the house. What's up, Total Dork? Great to see you. The ICT fanboys, are they here already? The 1000 Tick Masher is here. Where's Eddie? He's a master of 1000 ticks. Oh yeah, man. I think he did like 9K yesterday. He's doing big days. He's less chatty Cathy than most, but I love that he's posting his progress there in the chat all the time for us. Definitely make sure you guys are in the Discord if you're missing out. I mean, if you're not in Discord, you're missing out on a lot. Go check out that posted results section there. Get inspired. It was on Financial Juice, Tom. All right, thank you. Yeah, definitely helpful to have multiple sources for your news. For whatever reason, it's not, however they source, you know, look, everybody's human. And even these businesses, they're just entities run by humans. Doctors, same thing. Anybody else think it's funny that doctors are always practicing? It's just practice. Wow, that's great. Welcome to my practice. Oh, that's awesome. You gonna put your finger where? Oh man. Doc, you sure? Well, it's my practice. Okay. Can't wait for that.
NQ on the 9.
No, thank you. I'm good. I think I might pray and fast and eat some salt instead. If you missed yesterday's live stream, I mean, you are missing out. I mean, we got into some deep topics yesterday, things that I personally think that everybody should know, really. Maybe we'll have some more chatter around 10 a.m. around our coffee time here this morning. Okay, still on the creep up here. 89 looking like it just wants to point to the firmament. Let's see here. Green dot coming in on the 9s for the pivot.
Enigma short on the GC2.
We got a 25,396 for a contested area there. We'll see how that plays when it gets there. We are getting away from that open line, so that's good. We're 15 minutes from the US Open. There's a get ready play. We're starting to get away from that open line, which I'm happy to see. If we get up in there, then maybe some play opportunities. It's been staying away from that open line for now here, early AM. Sometimes we get more plays than that, but this morning, no, not so much. The way the market opened up here this morning. Remember, we are in the defense leg zone from yesterday, approaching the top of it right here. Remember where they want to go. They want to go here. Big bull stepped in back here, and that leg right there. So that defined our zone. We measure up, it's about 250 ticks up there where he wants to start taking profits. Okay, we're almost there. Let me zoom back one level here. Keep an eye right here. We'll see if we get any play setups right on it.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Okay, super mega late Nate right here. Okay, so I might take a slap right here. P1. That is a super mega late Nate. So I am looking for a short here. Scalp of 35 ticks. I'd like to see it kind of do a little head fake. First, trying to take a no heat trade for trade number 1. Just waiting. Okay, it does look like it is reacting right there, so I will try it on a Seuss entry. Dr. Seuss, that is. Speaking of doctors. Vinny, did you change your chair? I mean, maybe a long time ago. It's been a while since I changed that chair, but it is not the original OG. If you've been around super long time ago, the original chair I got from Amazon. This was one I had seen at Office Max. I still don't know how Office Max stays in business. Sometimes with all the competition, but they're still around, and I loaded up, but I did buy 3 of their office chairs. I sat in one, was like, dude, this thing is awesome. And so I put one here. I did not change the one right over there on the, if you guys have seen some of my original OG videos where I'm on the full, it's an 8-screen setup up there, but the primary 6-screen grid that I still think is the best. But I have tried to convert myself into this 4K space of, okay, one screen is for all that kind of whatnot. Yeah, you're referring to the OG? Yeah, you know, what's funny is I sit in that space on occasion. Excuse me. I can definitely tell when I sit in each one. I do think the other one, it does feel softer. And I don't know if that's because it's more worn in potentially, or that it's actually softer. This one is definitely a firmer chair, and I remember being surprised by it when I sat in it at Office Max and was like, you know, I actually really like the feeling of that. That's it's not as squishy, but yeah, I did get this
Upper bands touch and Q on the
different style of chair there. I think I do have a picture of the 3 boxes, so I'll try to find that and post it in Discord. And the reason I had sat in it that day, it was like they were doing some discounted sale. They were saying overstock sale, and they had a ton over on the wall of these particular chairs. They did come in some variations of colors because it was a gaming chair, and I'm not a big gaming chair kind of person myself personally, but I was like, okay, let me sit in it. And it was one of those where it's not just like, I literally, maybe it was a low expectation. I was like, oh, it's a gaming chair, probably not gonna. Sat down, and then I was like, what? And a big thing for me, I like to have a chair where the arms flip. Like, I won't even look at it if the arms don't flip up. Right here, this is like a feature that has to be there. So I'm like, well, that one does flip up. Let me sit in it. And then I was like, okay, yeah, I need that chair. And they had some crazy discount sale thing. I was like, yeah, let's put some in we need some in the computer kids gaming area anyways, so bought a few of them. But if you are picking them off of Amazon, there's still one that's like, I forget the name of that chair, but I've posted that one several times in the chat. It's still the perfect chair if you're gonna order it on Amazon. If you're not just walking through Office Max one day and grabbing one like this one, that one on Amazon is awesome. I would still go back to that one. Okay. I have a red dot over on the right as well. Just the way this is slow motioning, I am hesitating on taking this one. I'd like to grab 35 ticks out of it. I mean, there's another ready DD right here. But it is so slow. This thing could just continue to grind. So I am going to pass on this strictly because of the grind. And we're like 8 minutes from the US Open here. And if it's going to stay this slow, I don't want to get stuck in some slow grinder up here. But just mechanically speaking, this is a short play. The risk, you can stop right above the cross right there. So it's not like it's a ton of risk here, but I'm just going to pass on it. Just not super excited about that play there. Oh, you guys can see this one. Good. So a little reaction to that 25,396 area that's already pre-leveled for us there. Yeah, more gamer like, yeah, it's got the hole in the back. It's got to be gamer. It's got to be better. It's got a hole in the head. Six minutes from the US Open.
Just one trade away. If you wanna take the AlgoBox and claim part off of Omega's are connecting. I hurt you even when you're not expecting. You know I've got a plan today. Hold to opposing signal, let it sway. And I'm just telling me everything you're thinking. I imagine the enigma already kicking. Who would have thought the trading could be done by telepathy? The candles are rising, the screen's lighting up. What I would do if I had the algorithm, I'd double the delta too. By night and by day, by night and by day. You know that I can read the charts.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
What's your next move? It's all over the candle shining right through.
Good morning, Chris.
See the lines, I can see the lines.
4 minutes now to the US Open. So relative
I can hear the pings from my algorithm.
here. Really, I mean, we could get some amazing play setups that come right in there, and I'm probably going to skip on it. We just popped up above it here, reacted to our previous Super AO line. Well, that's not a Super AO. My apologies. Regular AO right there, but one that was notable, showing up right there. Let's see. That big guy right there. It's a 12.9 being designated there. Big one. So big player
Enigma is short
sitting
on
in
the
right there.
GC2.
So he may defend his position and make a run. 250 ticks above is looks like around that prior high there. As we come into the open, I want to think about a couple levels there. That's the prior high right there. Prior close, we're literally kind of right in the open. I'm sorry, the middle of those, and we are close to the overnight open there as well.
I'm out here with NinjaTrader making big moves. AlgoBox traders always feeling good. Good ass, his trader can't keep up with our stride. You just mad cause you're not in our league. You were supposed to out trade us, but it looks like you never did. We never lost a trade in the market. You talk like you're skilled, but you're just a kid. You front like you're big.
Trying to look for
Double our profits right in front of the squad. You had
video to send over to a friend.
NQ on the 34.
working 9 to 5, talking about trading, but where's your drive? Nope, you're a pro trader, you can never hang with us. Show me 10K right now, don't get close to me. Back up, I feel like that broke mindset's contagious. You don't have motion, we can't fly. Since when did I look like the fall?
Double delta NQ on the 9.
I would too if my balance showed zero. NinjaTrader and the AlgoBox crew were on the trends. Vinny Emini's are mental, making big ends. We exposed ICT, show he's just a never reclining. Every trade calculated, no emotion in the mix. We profit off the dips and ride the bullish kicks. I'm stacking my cash, you stuck in the past. You ain't never gonna trade like this, moving too fast. You can't even catch up to my daily flips. Check out my gains, I'm owning this grip. Check it. I'm out here with TRADEROOM making big moves. AlgoBox traders always in the groove. Vinny Emini got us trade making plays. We explode.
Well, I thought I could find that real fast. I'll have to find it later here. We're coming up on the open here in about 1 minute now. 1 minute, 10 seconds. The U.S. Open. Kind of in a slow grind. We'll see. Again, anything can happen at the open, so we may open up wild. We just got delta shift right here, so
the market on
we could look for the next play right after this delta shift. Long or short right now. Currently, if we stay on moderate buy, then it will be, so hovering finger over the buy button first here after a double delta shift. All right, here we go. 30 seconds. Get a quick stretch here. Here comes the wild child. We got a power headshot on the optimized range. Well, just saw that over here on the right. But the open can change everything. So my standard operating procedure, I kind of want to sit on hands for the first 5 minutes. First 5 minutes, I can try to ignore. Almost want to not be tempted into some plays here. Generally, looks like that Super AO or Mega, well, both Super AO plus Mega Late Nate there definitely worked out there this morning, but we talked through it.
Down 30, buy side 13 million, 97, sell side 1 million.
Okay, wild open here.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Awesome, Plutonium. Good to see you, sir. Listening in. Enjoyed that meeting, sir. Good morning. Thanks for saying hello.
Double
Good morning, Dak.
NQ on the 5.
Good morning, Detosama. Good morning, Kit Carson. Jacob. Think we're going for the Bears. Dobers. Right. Well, we've triple crowned here. Are we going down after the triple crown? We got a red dot over here on the right for the call. Super fast. I mean, that just pumped 80 ticks real fast there.
Fib dot double delta.
Pink dot split. Okay, so Bears do not have control there. They pushed right through that first
Upper bands touch and
power pink dot.
Shares slide at 7.7%
upper
at the
bands
open.
touch and double delta NQ on the 30.
Good morning, Surin Kai. Thanks for saying hello. Good morning, Boar. Great to see you. Thanks for saying hello. Expat. Thank you. Good morning. All right. Ooh, Super AO for the reversal. Look at that head fake up. Beautiful Super AO on the high time frame on the 9s. That quick drop rare. Let's see how much. Wow, she's still going. Over 150 ticks on that drop. 7.7 to correlate with the lower time frame. Right here around the Nopen line. The double delta shift.
Shares down 2% after Q4 revenue miss.
Lower bands touch long on the RT34.
Coming up on, boom, there it is. 2 minutes past the U.S. Open there now.
Lower long on the GC2 on the 34.
So we're just floating that nope line here.
2-finger NQ on the 89. Upper bands touch NQ on the 30.
Okay, power headshot short right there.
34.
Came up super fast, very aggressive. 9:33. Still got about 2 minutes for this kind of sit on hands zone here. Trying not to be tempted into any plays. Trying to wait for something good. That's a double dot short now there. Could be targeting the open line. We just came back to neutral. See if that one's going to complete. It does. Couldn't really take advantage of that, unfortunately. Still just a little too fast. I mean, I want to say a little. It's literally staring me in the face saying, it's too fast, bro. It is not an easy play there, but did work out.
On the 9.
Did anybody take that one? Didn't fault you if you did. You're faster and steely-eyed than I. And again, what's the worst case scenario? You just stop out right behind it. So wouldn't beat you up about it. But
2-finger NQ on the 34.
you did? Nice job, Kit. All right. You were fast on the draw. Excellent.
NQ on the 5. Lower bands.
Okay, here's the first bull test here.
Lower bands touch.
Okay, yeah, bull's still maintaining control. They didn't let it go past that. Another super AO inside of a PRZ. So you have a power PRZ cross plus a super AO
On the 5.
right there for that up move right back up inside. 100 ticks instantly there. So bulls have not given up there. They're still holding their position here around the open line.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9. Enigma long on the RTY1.
Also had the headshot short in the MACV play. Yeah, I saw that right over there on the right. Yes, you did. Yeah. So if you were steely-eyed and you were ready to go, I wasn't quite ready to take that play, honestly. Some days, you know, some days you're on it, right? Some days you're
NQ on the
a
34.
little like,
Double delta NQ on the 5. 2-finger NQ on the 34. Enigma long on the RTY1. Fib.NQ on the 34.
yeah, the nope is playing. Floating it big time.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
All right, here we go. We are 5 minutes past, so it's time for me to kind of shake off the dust here.
NQ on the
Double dot short. Could be my first play here this morning. We got neutral and red arrow on the double red dots.
Enigma short.
All right, there's my Enigma right back behind it.
NQ on the 5.
Okay, let's see if we can crack that dot. If that dot holds, then maybe a little less likely. I just hate that it's right here at the open line. I'm here in buyer's step. There's a power headshot.
Double
Add to position.
the 9.
There's a drop. Right back. That open line is still being held. Seuss adding to position. Red dot. Got my finger over half. Okay, I'll take half in the bat.
Lower band.
And I'll take the rest to an Enigma. 5K on the day for the first trade. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Come on. You can't get any better than that.
Touch NQ on the
What other system can give you that right there?
34.
Nowhere else.
On the 9.
Oh, so proud of the little system right there. She did such a good job. Does a good girl. Does a good girl.
Lower
Does a good girl. All right, trade number 1.
Lower bands. Touch
5K on the morning right there off of just waited around, waited. And you know what? I kind of pat myself on the back just a little bit more even because I was patient. I passed up a few opportunities, waited till the 5 minutes passed. Beautiful play sets up.
Lower bands.
We rocked it out.
The 34.
Let's go. Trade number 1.
NQ on the 9.
Now, didn't hold out any longer on that because we don't quite yet have red on our side. Right now we've been still green side. Want to be a little more cautious on that. Exited right there, not holding on to any runner.
NQ on the
Because
5.
technically speaking, we're still only neutral. Just using the guide there on that one.
NQ on the 9.
Tick count drop. I think I actually got 100 ticks out of that. Let's see. 125 potentials. So over 100 plus ticks off of that play on the Enigma down to the next Enigma. Now, the fact that that broke there. So Bulls kind of lost control right about here. Bears in control. Even though you can't really see it necessarily on the nerd. On the NASDAQ, Bears took over right about there.
Enigma long on the GC2. Fib.NQ on the 5. Lower bands touch NQ on
Still hearing aggressive sellers on the tape.
NQ on the 5.
AudioBox telling the story.
Enigma long on
Okay,
the
first test for the Bears. Here comes the cipher. If the cipher holds, bears still maintain control. Finger over the sell. We are now strong sell for the first time here. Coming back up. Here's the cipher test. Yep. Cipher held. Okay, bears still in control. I could take the next play
Alphabet raises
here
over
on the short side.
3 billion.
Looking for the play. Here's king timing.
Alphabet raises over 3 billion Swiss franc in record Swiss franc bond.
Zeus. I'm going to toe in the water here.
J hook short NQ on the 9.
And looking to hold to the opposing signal there.
Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 9.
Okay. Okay, the first one now broke, so bears are not in full control anymore. They cracked that first spot there. There's a 16.9 back behind the PRZ. Right back into the spot where they lost control. I'm going to take half as it comes back to my POE. There's a 50 cent for my potential first exit.
Touch NQ on the 34.
Looking to potentially add if they stay under. There's my red dot, add to position. Let's see if the bears maintain control. That dot will need to hold if the bears are still in control. Okay, the dot held, bears are still in control. Zeus. Looking to hold to an opposing signal here. Yikes, there it is. Okay, time to exit. There's my Enigma, pull half. Need to hear sellers. If I hear buyers, I gotta kill it. Yep, hearing buyers. Alright, time to kill it. Alright, added 1K to that kitty pool there. Got a little tricky on it. Hold to the opposing signal. The green Enigma did show up in there to say you gotta respect it. Okay, remember this is the area where the bears said we own this. Let's see if they hold on to it. They have so far held. I have not seen a red break since right here. Bulls made their try. Here's the first test for the bulls. Cracked. Okay, pierced on the cross, taking a piercer cross. Hearing sellers all over the tape here. Almost a pure audio box play here. All the way down, double cross, targets filled, 8K on the day. Trade number 2 and trade number 3. And I am mentally finished for the day. We talked about this, right? Roll back to tape here this morning. Winner chicken dinner plus a bonus. Relatively easy reads there from that there this morning. Some days are trickier. That was a very easy read day. Candy day on our hands there this morning. Easy reads throughout that play. Multiple plays there. Okay, now, obviously, it would be boring for you guys if I didn't keep playing. So, look. Do as I say, not as I do. I have been doing this for a very long time, so I'm going to continue to add that risk to demonstrate further for you what is possible when you get to a point where you've been around the market's got that extra XP. However, if you're done winner chicken dinner, that should be your standard operating procedure. Okay, go about your business. Oh, we might see a bounce right here. We might see a bounce. Okay, we switch dotted. Okay, I'll probably come back down now. Had a power headshot right there, correlated with the Super A over here on the left. So let's see how far that goes up. Came right up into a red dot, right back behind it. That's called a switch dot. Okay, when they switch, that second one is oftentimes a very strong power move. Sure enough. There she goes. Little bounce up. Switch dotted. Green to red. Right there. Now another power headshot here. Another spot where we might bounce here. Power headshot on the 9s. Is this low of day? P point still down below us at 25.25. Very interesting number. 25.25 might function as kind of a prime number there. Let's see if they are attracted to 25.25. RTP off. You know what? Thank you for that reminder. No, I did not check that there this morning. Sure enough. Thank you for that. Yeah, turn off that real-time protection. Last thing you want is your computer locking up on something like that. Okay, Potential Super AO short right here. Let's see.
UK
I'm hearing
Prime
buyers all over
says,
it.
"I will
First
never
test for the
walk away from
bears.
the mandate I was given to change this country."
First test for the bears. Top of the channel. Super AO. Got my finger over sell. Here comes King Timing in about 3 bars. King Timing coming up. 2, 1. There's the touch of the king. Heard buyers step straight through it. Super AO. I'll go for the second one.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Level 10. I'm behind it. Terrible entry.
Touch NQ on
Wow,
the
I got
Delta NQ
skunked on that entry. That is not good. I'm hearing buyers step right here. I'm going to be extra cautious here.
The euro turns positive and hits a session high against the dollar, last up 0.03%.
No, I'm going to pull half here. I'm going to go ahead and take a small loss. No, I don't like what's going on there. So a couple $100 loss here. Got a terrible entry on it, and
but it's with the right wing parties.
starting to see my up with my cursor sitting there spinning like I had a timer going on there. Okay, there's an HMD. Retry one more time here on the HMD. Nope, they cracked it. Double dot, add to position. Oh my goodness. Okay, now it's getting tricky. Double dot HMD right here. Still technically red over on the left. We have red arrows. So trying to play it, but bulls are trying to make a step up here.
Divergence down NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 9.
Trying to hold it. It's a little bit dangerous here. Stops over these dots.
Fib.NQ on the
Oof.
5.
Wow, I couldn't even react to that dot.
Enigma long on the NQ3.
All right, I'm gonna peel half already. I'm getting small here. The bulls are trying to take over right here. They're holding even single dot. There's the dot test. No, they broke one. Okay, phew. Might get lucky out of that. All right, add to position on cross. They didn't fill me. Now I'm just holding to an opposing signal. There's a diamond.
Long on the GC2.
All right, I'll take it right there. So got a little tricky in there. Second dot broke right there, so it told me bulls did not maintain control. They took over control right here. They lost it right there.
On the RTY1.
So I can re-engage this double dot right here and the Super AO from before. Again, you do not have to take that. You can just play it simply. You can just exit on those. But did you see how like it popped so fast, couldn't even react? Right, so I'm entering right there. Oh, I want to exit right there. You can't. It happened so quick on that one. That's where when things get hard. That's why I said earlier this morning, that was easy. That was not. So, and again, you do not have to play this way. There's a lot of people who come here and say, well, Vinny, I can't do what you just did right there. You don't have to. Remember, I'm already done and past. First 2 great plays were already there. You know, this is for the advanced, the people that are, you know, this is a Papa Dazer and
Also watching just
Plutonium and,
a timing mismatch.
you know, these guys, advanced level players here. We have both. You can take the easy ones if you're starting out. Just play the video game, play the easy ones, wait till the speed is good. Execute on those. Having to read through in sections like that.
Prime Minister Starmer.
Sorry, he's
speaking
talking a
on
lot
the
there.
feed for those interested.
Do we have news here at 9:40? Did we have 9:45 news? I didn't check that. We have 10 o'clock news coming up here in 13 minutes. Thanks, Dork. Appreciate that, sir. Good morning, pal.
Enigma long on the RTY1.
Yeah, that might have been super fun. I mean, I felt the coffee kicking in right there. It got the blood flowing on that one. Had to react quickly. So held to the diamond, and sure enough, double dot come in. They take back over control. Then bears step back up and are like, kind of don't think so, bro. Okay, we got a
Lower bands touch.
I get ready right there. I'm skipping on that one, but we could take that
Lower bands touch.
red dot after the delta shift.
Divergence up lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Another HMD short right there.
Fib.NQ lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Okay, cipher test. Bear test. I'm hearing buyer step to try to push it through.
Enigma long on the NQ3.
Bull's trying to make a stand here. Currently neutral. On the nerd. King timing. Kind of getting a little ugly right there. Neutral on the nerd.
Carney said he had a positive conversation with Trump.
Okay, cracked through the dot. Bulls do not have control. Bears maintaining control there. 12.8. P point just down below us at 25.25. There's a delta shift. I will take the next red. There it is. Red dot. Let's get ready. Take the next play.
Lower bands touch NQ.
See if we can get all the way to the P point would be awesome. White cross stepping up, kind of getting in the way there for the moment. So I'm trying to hold to the opposing signal. I've got T2, which is 50 ticks, or hold to the opposing signal, or I've got a P point right down there below us as well. There's a Gartley test to see if the Bears are going to maintain control. That Gartley needs to hold if they're going to hold control. It did. So Bears still in control there. Just a touch of the Gartley. Didn't break at all. There's 50 ticks. I'm going to hold for the P point. Can I hold for the P point? Okay, there's the opposing signal. Red dot could add to position right there. Nope. Bulls starting to try to hold it. They're trying to fight it. They pushed it back up here. Super AO.
Business inventories month over
At
month.
10 a.m. Eastern Time, we have US business inventory.
King timing.
Forecast 0.2%. Prior.
Bulls on the tape. Butterfly test. Nope, they broke it. Okay, Bears do not have full control right here, so I've got to be extra cautious here. And there's my Enigma. Super AO. They're pushing me up in it right there. Yikes. Big Bear just stepped in here.
Upper bands.
Gonna be looking to pair my loss here. Unfortunate. They set a bear trap there, and Bulls stepped in for the surprise. Got an Enigma here. Hopefully that helps me to get out. We'll see here. Seuss. Big Bear came in there on the nines. You see it over there on the right. It's 1,000 level bull. Oops, I say bear. It's meant bull. Bull stepped in. 1,000 level bull stepping in on this one. I'll have to mark it up here in just a moment. But I got my fingers on the triggers here to start bailing on my position.
Long Nasdaq on the MACV.
There's a cross. Bulls starting their gate here. They trapped in front of that P point. I think they caught me looking.
Fib.NQ on the 34. Divergence down NQ on the 34.
Okay, they cracked the back of that Enigma. The back of the Enigma is right here. And they just cracked it. So Enigma is no good.
Long on the NQ on the 9.
Power headshot on the right. Okay. Power headshot on the nines. Let's see if that's going to save me on that one.
On the 34.
Go. Got 2 left.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
They cracked the green dot. Great. So Bulls do not maintain full control there. They lost it right there on that dot. They should have been able to hold that dot. Come on, Bears. The Bears might have a chance. Let's see. No, they held the bat. Bummer.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Yeah, it looks like a sweep. Yeah, swept once, twice, 3 times. Yeah, sweeper to the long side. Yeah. Tricky spot there. Very tricky.
34.
Power headshot.
NQ on the 34.
All that white line.
Upper bands touch
Yikes.
NQ on the 4. NQ on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ.
Super AO. All right. Let's see. I need to engage the
Bands touch NQ on the 30.
bot side up here on the Super AO.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Enigma long on the NQ3. Double divergence down NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
So this is where the bears had taken over from before, whether they do again or not. Super AO, double Super AO right there.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
But bulls have marched this right back up in front of the overnight open line. Nerd on moderate buy. 7 minutes, no, 6 minutes now until the 10 a.m. news there.
Enigma long on the NQ5.
The Dow Jones Index hits intraday
Upper
record high.
bands touch NQ on the 89. Upper
All the way to the nope line. Oh man.
Enigma long
Can
on
you believe how close to that P point we got? I am going to kick myself later for that.
We have US business inventories month on month. Forecast 0.2%.
Came in with the Super AO and they launched it.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
All the way back into
Divergence
that big bull zone.
89. Upper bands touch
Blue dot called the bottom. Totally missed that. Blue dot showed up in there as well. My
Upper
goodness.
bands touch NQ on the
Oh, come on.
Upper bands touch NQ.
They're going to run it up before the news.
Fib dot NQ touch NQ on the 39. Upper bands touch NQ.
Insanity. So parabolic move. What do I have to wait for? Triple crown. All right, so here's crown part 1. Got to wait for 2 and 3. All the way back to the other side here. Big time frame came into play. Blue dot showing up at the bottom. Blue dots call bottoms all the time. There she was. Totally missed that. Got too excited about big moves there this morning. Got a little myopic in there, and they took over right there. 555 ticks to the upside so far, to the top side of that bull. Double dots came back in. Blue dots.
NQ on the 9.
556 ticks to the upside now. All right, I'm hearing buyers all over this. I'm gonna have to start pairing losses here.
NQ on the 9.
Red dot, big cracks. I'll peel more. All right, nope, they're pulling over that too. Yikes. All right, having to eat it. Oh. Still got 3 minutes before the news, so they could just continue to run this up into the news area there.
Divergence down NQ on the 34.
Yeah, there's a big green dot that showed up in there in as well. HMD right inside. shark back target all the way up here. And you know, remember we said this morning, where do they want to go? They really want to push us all the way to 25,460s.
Upper bands touch NQ.
This would be that spot where they could do that pre-news.
Enigma long on the RTY1. Fib.NQ on the 9.
Treasury Secretary Bessent says the US and China relationship is in a very
on the
comfortable
5.
place.
Okay, there's an HMD here. So I'm going to drop a little line box here for myself to see if we react here. That's 1, 2, 3. That is a 3 touch. Here's the first test
Bessent says
for
we can
the
have a very
bulls. If they're going to
relationship with China.
maintain control, then that green dot will need to hold.
Stagnating.
Looks like it is so far. Okay, 1 minute till the news.
Double delta NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Double dot. All right, give me to 12, something to work with here. What's our time? We have 30 seconds till the news.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Fifteen seconds.
10 seconds.
Fib.NQ on the
0.1%,
5.
0.1%, lower than forecast of 0.2%.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Triple dots.
Divergence up NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 5. Touch NQ on the 89.
Comes the 10 a.m. news.
On the 5. Enigma long on the NQ3.
Okay, both sides have been holding there. We had green dot held, red dot held, so nobody's broken yet. Neutral.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Here's a test for the bulls. Do they hold the blue dot?
Lower bands touch NQ
They do.
on the 34.
Okay, so bulls have not let go.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
So here's what it looks like on the 89. So this little straight neck up on the 89. There is a 6.6. Here's a test for
Optimistic on
the bears. Let's see if the bears are going to step here on that level 6 AO or not. Next test for them.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
Nope, they didn't hold. Okay, so bulls still maintaining control. Jagged on the tape? Yes, you're right. I do see that. Jagged warning on the tape. Thank you guys for that. Big play coming. Let's see. My fingers in place here. Nope, buyer's stepping. Okay, gonna have to get even smaller here. 5.7 test. If they start running it up here with that jagged, that would be bad. So I gotta keep small here. It just looks like on that 89, he's kind of just sitting up there by himself. Would love to see a head fake up there and a drop. This came up fast, so I don't think it's going to last. But any given day can come and change that plan. There's a crack of the cipher. All right, so I'm going to make my play here to see if they can come through. They cracked the cipher. They did not hold their position. There's a 9-1. I'll add in on that cross. See if I can re-engage my full position here. Looking for a Seuss around this 9-1. They cracked the original cipher. Bulls did not hold the first one. Came down to a shark. The shark still held. Hearing sellers come with me. I would love to see that come off a neutral. I don't know if we're going to get it or not. ES is in a zone that we have identified from before. It hit 7,000. Holy shnikes, they did. They hit 7,000 on ES.
We have posted a video link of US Treasury Secretary Bessent speaking on the feed for
Two-finger
those
NQ
interested.
on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, bear test right here. Don't you do it. Strong buyers coming in all over that. Hold the cross. If we pop over that cross, I have to take the loss. Yikes. Nerd all the way full green now. All 4 correlated instruments. ES floating on the ropes. Don't point up, ES. Don't you do it. I'm watching. Nope, ES is starting to point up. Come on. Yes, point it back down. Thank you. Come on now.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ
Come on,
on the
ES. Give it a break. Give us a breather leg. Bear test hold. Nope.
On the 34. Upper bands touch NQ along on the
All right.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ upper on bands the 5. Touch NQ on the upper bands
shiz
touch
balls.
NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ along on the RTY1.
That is wild. That is absolutely wild. All right, big bull just stepped in right there. 2,000 level bull.
Enigma short on the GC2.
All right. Not even 100 likes. All right, I'm on full tilt. I'll see y'all later.